I'm Michelle Rollins, and I'm originally from Baltimore, Nolan Rollins' wife.
Okay, so I assume that you're a great supporter of the Urban League because your husband's working for them.
Of course, that's why we made the whole choice and decision to move here from Baltimore. Yes, great supporter.
Definitely. So how has your stay been so far with the Urban League?
I can't believe it has been a year. It has been a wonderful year. It's been a quick year. It's been a very embracing year. I mean, our 4-year-old is totally adjusted. We're well grounded, and I think that it was the best choice that we ever made, and we love it here in New Orleans.
Great. And so what does the Urban League mean to you?
The Urban League means to me, especially my family, it means that we know that we're on the right path of doing something, correct and right for the people. We were already affiliated with the Urban League in Baltimore, and so we were deeply rooted and heavily impacted by the education system there. So coming to New Orleans now, I mean, it was still the same, but then it took a switch, because there was such a need for an organization like the Urban League to be here to help folks get back, to help people understand that there is someone here, not only to help them with educational programs and financial programs, but also to literally help them come back into their city. So that's what encouraged me to tell my husband, you know what, let's jump in here, let's do it. If there's a better time, if there's no better place, New Orleans is a place in which you need to do it. So the Urban League means to me strength, power, and endurance to endure anything. So we're here.
Joe Jones, pleased to meet you. Such a lovely person.
Thanks. So are you an ongoing supporter of the Urban League?
Oh, absolutely. One of the things I think people need to keep in mind and realize that the Urban League has such a great role to play, has played a great role in its society in America, and will continue to play a great role. And even if you're not a member, or even if you're not affiliated with the group, you need to support the group, and you need to support the efforts that the group is trying to put forward, locally, statewide, as well as nationally, and internationally for that matter. So yeah, absolutely.
So what does the Urban League mean to you?
Well, what it means to me personally, it means that I know that there's an entity, a group out there that I could go to, or my family could go to, that can actually assist me and help me on issues that I myself may not have the ability to do. I may not have the wherewithal to do. I may not have the resources to do. Well, the Urban League is there. It's established. It has a track record. It shows a lot of, get up and gumption to go and solve a problem where they see there's a problem. So I see if there's a problem, I always know the Urban League has my back.
Mike Comiskey.
Is this your first time here, or are you a constant goer? How has it been so far?
Very nice night, beautiful evening, great speakers, and it was a wonderful afternoon.
And so how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League? Is this the first time?
Actually, I didn't really know much about it until probably the last 5 years. Spent most of my life working real hard, and lately it's been a little bit harder, I got to tell you, but I've had a little bit more of an eye on politics in the city with all the problems we're all going through. And we all got to take a big interest in our city, and this is part of it.
Definitely. So what does the Urban League mean to you so far?
It's our city's future.
Definitely.
My name's Robert Sarasoli. I'm Inspector General for the City of New Orleans. I'm here at the Urban League Gala. Had a great time. It's very, very nice to be here.
Good. And so how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
Oh, I've been an admirer of the Urban League for many, many years. All the years that I was in college, and I went to college undergrad in Washington, D.C., and I like the work that they do. I know a lot about its history. One of the first things I did when I came to New Orleans is I wanted to sit down with Nolan Rollins, the president and CEO, to engage him in the work that I'm doing and the work that he's doing. We're trying to forge an alliance that's going to be good for the city of New Orleans. So we have got together on two very, very important issues. One was the creation of the Independent Police Monitor, and the other is working on changing the laws relative to DBE contracting, minority contracting, and the way we can get more participation. So those are two things that we're working on. The Independent Police Monitor has already been passed by the City Council and is now law, and we'll move forward on that. And James Carter, the City Councilman, was deeply involved in that. It was his proposal. But also now I'll be moving forward with the Urban League on this minority contracting issue. We had a meeting last Thursday night at their headquarters and hope to be meeting over the next 6 months with this issue.
Great. And so what does the Urban League mean to you?
I think the Urban League means economic empowerment for the African American community. I think that's one of their biggest goals. I think that's very, very important. I think they're a leader in New Orleans, at least from what I've been able to see in my 10 short months here. And I see them as an integral piece of engagement in the work that I'm doing here.
Great. And so you said you had a really good time at the gala?
Absolutely, yes.
Good. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.